Who's there? Who's there? Where'd you come from? done and done. Who's there? That'll teach you. Who's there? I knew I heard something. did you come from? Right there. Did you hear something? What was that? Who's there? I knew I heard something.
Do your work!
What news do you bring from Fort Frostmoth? I had my suspicions that he was undead. How else could he have survived for over 200 years? It's a shame. There are quite a few tales of General Carius' exploits, including the founding of Raven Rock. Councillor Morvayn told me to give this to you if you made it back in one piece. And you got rid of General Carius. Better than a soldier's pay, so you should be thankful. I'm sorry to bother you. but Second Councillor Rano asked me to come find you. He said it's quite urgent. All he wanted me to do is track you down and send you to him. Look, this is important. Even more important than wiping out the Ashspawn. Please, go speak to the Second Councillor as soon as possible.
Splendid. Another mouth to feed. Thank you for coming. The Ulan family of House Lalu, a rival great house, has placed a death mark on the Councillor's head.
If they did, we wouldn't be standing ankle deep in ash trying to sell a few
It's a private matter.
to survive.
Let's just say they seek revenge for the execution of one of their own, ordered by Councillor Morvain himself. The problem is I don't have any solid proof that anyone from House Lalu is hidden among us. Only my suspicions. It may be justified, but it certainly isn't appreciated. Councillor Morvain simply feels that I'm being paranoid. I'm afraid that one day I'll awaken and discover him dead. I don't want it to come to that.
She has no idea what she's getting herself into. You may not
I
always
do.
need to take care of
I've received some information from my sources that there could be elements of Ulan's house, House Lalu, already in Ravenrock. Ravenrock is a small settlement, so it's hard to accomplish anything in secret. If any of them is from House Lalu, I wouldn't be able to make a move without them knowing. I had a feeling you'd be willing to listen to me. I need you to start out by being my eyes and ears. Search Ravenrock and see if you can root out these traitors. The best place to start would be Geldis Sadri, over at the Retching Netch Corner Club. If he provides you any leads, check them out before bringing them to my attention. I can't afford to make any mistakes. Traitors, the lot of them. Their collaboration with the Empire may have given them unrivaled political and economic strength, but their hearts weren't with the Dunmer people. Lalu deserved every bit of hatred they received once the Empire released its grasp on Morrowind. Having past ties to the Empire immediately turned them into the scapegoat for the Dunmer people's suffering. They had welcomed the Empire with open arms and benefited from it. When everything was said and done, they were no longer recognized as a great house and were dismissed from the council. During the Oblivion Crisis, gates to the Plane of Oblivion opened all over Morrowind. The Empire pulled most of its forces out of Morrowind to deal with the gates in their own homeland, leaving us virtually defenseless. We had no standing army at the time, just uncoordinated pockets of resistance. House Redoran took charge and was slowly able to build an army. It took years, but it became a force to be reckoned with. When the Argonians invaded years later, House Redoran's army was able to prevent them from sweeping across all of Morrowind. It would be fair to say that House Redoran literally saved the Dunmer people from destruction. I maintain a few contacts in other Dunmer settlements across Tamriel. Most hail from House Redoran, but there are a few from other houses. Most of my contacts live leagues away from Solstheim. Sending the occasional message back and forth is all we can manage, and sometimes takes months or more to arrive. However, any information we can glean in times like this I consider vital to House Redoran's survival. Don't worry. You can trust Geldis. He's been with us for a long time.
Welcome to the Retching Corner Club, home of the finest Sioux jammer that will ever grace your lips. The Redoran Guard have spotted a pack of werewolves in the mountains. The hunters up on Frostmoon Crag might know more.
Is it because of your father, or is it me?
He's never been the same
Well,
since
well,
Mother died.
Adril's got himself a spy, does he?
Wants me to feel the
Azura
pain.
knows he needs all the help he can get.
At some point,
He's been
you're going to
chasing
have
the
to
Ulins
choose.
for years now.
No matter the outcome, I'll always respect your decision.
No, I just think he's going about this the wrong way. Actually, I do. If you want to catch those slippery slaughterfish, you need to let them come to you. There's an Ulan ancestral tomb near the temple. Someone's been leaving ash yam offerings on the altar inside. If you were to wait inside for whomever that is, I'm betting they'll have some of the answers you're looking for. What makes you think I haven't? Anytime Adril and the Redoran Guard made a move, the Ulans must have been one step ahead and didn't show up. You can thank me if it works. Until then, I'd head to the tomb and wait until your visitor shows up. Nothing specific, but I'm hearing rumblings of assassins living amongst us. I think they intend to target the Council of the Morvain, but I can't be certain. Watch yourself out there. Looks like an ash storm might be brewing.
With the Ashspawn threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve. Well done, friend.
Excuse me. I didn't realize there was anyone else here. I presume the same thing you're doing, leaving an offering for the departed. Forgive my surprise. It's just that I wouldn't expect that sort of behavior from someone who isn't Dunmer. Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island, I've taken it upon myself to leave the traditional offering in their stead. What do you mean? I thought I was clear. I'm simply honoring a fellow departed Dunmer. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate a bit. Please, I don't wish to be disturbed while I'm meditating.
Not much contact with others around here. Got the Skull village to the north, but the Nords there keep to themselves.
I hope Geldis proved useful. Telesu. Are you sure? So Geldis's plan worked, eh? Every time we tried it, no one would ever show up. If Telesu's involved in any sort of plot to harm Councillor Morvain, I'm going to need hard evidence to prove it. I'm not kicking down anyone's door until I have solid evidence in hand. If you're wrong about Telesu, things would quickly go downhill around here, and the real culprits might slip away. I can't afford for that to happen. If you have evidence and it places your life in peril, I would expect you to do whatever you must to keep yourself alive. Here, this key should open the front door of the manor in case they've locked it. Good luck. Be careful. If the Severans have betrayed us, then they'll be well armed. Did you find any evidence at Severan Manor yet?
Hey, watch it! I don't know what you did in those mines, but it put a smile on faces.
Watch it, Talisa.
Who's there?
I think we might have a visitor.
I won't allow you to ruin
No,
Captain Velez mentioned... Did you find any evidence at Severin? Then we finally have...
Not to worry, Andrew.
All that remains now is chasing them down and bringing them to justice. Good. I'm going to send 2 of the best Redoran Guard we have to take them down. I want you to assist them any way you can. See that you do. We can't afford to let these traitors slip away. Villa Ulen wasn't the first Ulen to live in Raven Rock. His father, Valen Ulen, was one of the first Dungeons to settle here. Unlike his son, Villa, Valen was a good man. He contributed to the community and was quite respected. When Valen died, his family provided the funds to construct the tomb. The Ulen family being a part of House Laru didn't matter. It's Dunmer's tradition for the ashes of the deceased to be placed in an ancestral tomb. Valen Ulen and his son's remains were both laid to rest there because that's what he'd requested.
Considering the differences between
Ashfallow Citadel's been abandoned.
I'm not
for a
talking
long
about
time.
that. I
Ready
have a
for
knack
anything.
for smelling trouble, and for some reason you reek of it.
I promise you, I have nothing but good intentions towards
Counselor
everyone
Morvain
in this
is the
town.
only reason
You got a good
Ravenloft
thing going here now that you've reopened the mines.
You should
Don't let it go to waste.
Lord, you need to talk some
With the
sense
Ashbourne
into
threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they
Can't get blood
deserve.
from a stone.
Well done, friend.
As it is, we can barely make ends meet.
That isn't my
Thank you for
problem.
your assistance.
I was clear when I loaned
Raised
Darwin
my
the
men's
money
spirits
that I wanted
quite
it
a
back
bit.
by first.
will sing stories of this day.
That'll teach you.
From that look on your face, I'm guessing you've never seen a Silt Strider before. This is Dusty. I personally trained her from a lava. Feels like a lifetime ago now. She hasn't been in travelling condition for quite a while now. I've tried to let her go off on her own, but she insists on staying here. We get by trading odds and ends with the locals. I've decided to stay here and make sure she passes in peace. It's the least I can do for her. Every once in a while, a local makes it out here, although they usually just want to catch a glimpse of Dusty. Silt Striders are pretty rare now. What would you like to know? The blast from the volcano wiped most of them out. Found Dusty here in a small cave on Vardenfell. Silt Strider cocoons are pretty tough. All right. Take a look. Safe travels.
Far from our cell, he grows ever near to us.
Our eyes once were blind.
Now through him do we see. Our hands once were idle. Now through them does he speak. And when the world shall listen,
Why are you out here? Aren't you supposed to be in the tower assisting the...
Why won't this summoning work? If you must know, I am trying to get this Ash Guardian spell to work. Now let me concentrate. I don't think you belong here. Does Master Neloth know about you? Heartstones are only found on Solstheim, as far as I know. Master Neloth believes they may be fragments from inside Red Mountain that were flung here during the huge eruption 200 years ago. Yes, I'm trying to summon an Ash Guardian. I'm just having trouble deciphering Master Neloth's handwriting. I don't mean to be rude, but I need to concentrate.
Master Neloth has tasked Alenia with repairing the tower. Why aren't you... We don't get many visitors. Is there... Tel Mithryn. It's the home of Master Neloth. You may have heard of him. He's a famous Telvanni wizard. In Morrowind, the Telvanni grow buildings from special fungus spores. Master Neloth grew one here to be his home. Don't ask me how. No, Talvis is his apprentice. I'm his steward. I manage the day-to-day affairs of Tel Mithryn.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
The lab is too small. Also, I need the ashy sword. Master Neloth knows what I'm doing. No need to bother him about it, though. He's quite busy at home. No Ash Guardian. Maybe the book has something.
I hope you're not expecting a meat. I'd better tell Verona to bring apples and cabbage from Raven Rock.
Damn that man. He's being totally unreasonable. I don't care if he's a master wizard. He can't treat me. That fetcher told me to fix his house. If I don't, he'll find a new mycologist who will. Decades of loyal service, and he'd just throw me out like yesterday's breakfast. 3 taproots soaked in the headwaters of the Harstrad River. I'm an old woman. I can't possibly make that trip. It's way too dangerous. If you get some taproots, I'll pay you to dip them in the headwaters and bring them to me. It's special to the Spriggans. They seem to like to gather there. Something about the waters attracts them. There are bound to be some there, so be careful. Where do you think? You have to cut it out of a Spriggan, although sometimes you can buy them from alchemists. Mafala cloak you.
Fingers, pronated. What's pronated? Oh, rotated, that might work.
I don't recall inviting you into my tower. I do hope you make this worth my while. This is a Talvani tower. It's my citadel, grown from the spores of the giant fungus trees found in Morrowind. Back in the homeland, there are other Telvanni wizards that have them as well. Of course you have. Everyone has heard of the Master Wizards of Morrowind. We are one of the great houses that rule Morrowind. Winterhold, that small college that is falling into the Sea of Ghosts? You're the one that recovered the Staff of Magnus. Impressive. Talvis should finish his apprenticeship in a couple of decades. Come see me then. I think I could teach you a trick or two. If you're going to be up here, stay out of my way. I do have a new spell I'm working on. I hope to be able to conjure ash spawn. If I could get a sample of ash from an ash spawn, that would be quite useful. I've made this special tool that will extract... Well, you don't need to know the details. Just go harvest a sample. Of course, the creature will have to be dead first, but I trust that's something you can bring about.
You've got to help me. I conjured an Ash Guardian, and now it's running amok. Thank you. I was hoping you would. Hurry. I'll keep Master Nelloth distracted. You're
Someone should do something about that damned Ash Guardian.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
Destroyed the Ash Guardian yet. Master Nelloth will kill me, or worse, if he finds out. What a relief. Master Nelloth surely would have punished me had he found out. I can't pay you, but I could teach you the Ash Guardian spell. Although maybe that doesn't sound like a good idea to you after this. I do have a staff I could give you instead, if you think the Ash Guardian spell is too risky.
That was before you ruined that staff. Fix the staff, and I'll teach you the spell.
All right. But remember, don't cast this without a Heartstone. Otherwise, the Guardian will attack everyone, including you. That's right. Don't be like me and have to learn the hard way. Here's the spell tome and a Heartstone so you can try it safely. Oh, it turns out that the spell requires a Heartstone to cast properly. I didn't have one with me when I cast it. If you cast the spell without a Heartstone, it attacks anything in sight.
Master calls.
Who's there? I knew I heard something.